Here's the lovely Maggie Gyllenhaal. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
You look quite lovely.
Thanks.
You're living here in New York City, is that right?
I am.
What do you think of the heat? When it gets this hot, what do you do? Anything?
Well, now I just sort of stay home in the air conditioning.
Yeah, good idea.
But when I was in college, or when I first got out of college, I didn't have any air conditioning. I came up with interesting things to do.
What kind of things?
Well, I put my sheets in the freezer.
Put your sheets in the freezer?
Actually, it's something that really works. If you get your sheets a little bit wet and you put them in the freezer.
How do you do that exactly?
You have to. You can use your own discretion. All sorts of options, but
just damp, really.
Just
more
a little damp. In fact, you don't even really have to get them wet. You can just put them in the freezer. You know, just crumple them up before you go out, and then right before you're about to go to sleep, take them out, put them on your bed, and hopefully you have like a bottom sheet and a top sheet.
That's right.
Put the top sheet over you, and just you have about 10 minutes, 12 minutes maybe to fall asleep, and then, you know.
Oh, that's great.
It helps.
Yeah. And you don't worry about frostbite or anything like that? Hypothermia doesn't set in?
If you're worrying about that, then it's working really well.
Yeah, but it has been miserably muggy. And the thing about the humidity, we always forget how really unpleasant it is. And everybody complains about it during the winter, how cold it is. Oh, I can't wait for summer, I can't wait for summer. As soon as summer comes, we're all whining about that.
I know.
What do you suppose is wrong with people?
I know, I'm covered in mosquito bites. I went upstate this weekend.
Oh, was that fun?
You completely forget about that when it's a winter time, you know, that like going out in the country and swimming in a waterfall, you get covered in mosquito bites.
Oh my God, you're swimming in a waterfall?
I did.
That's great. What waterfall not Niagara? You weren't up there, right?
No,
it's all pounded up there.
It was actually an incredible thing, to be honest. I was thinking about maybe moving upstate. And I went and looked at a piece of land that had a 40-foot waterfall on it.
You're kidding me.
No.
Well, that's just great.
Yeah.
And do you think maybe you'll buy the property?
I'm not sure. You know, I have to probably be careful about what I say, because last time I was on the show, actually, I said I didn't like my apartment, and my landlord called me. So I'm not saying whether I'm buying it or not.
But now I'm fascinated about this, and if I can, I'd like to be of some help to you. Can you give me the dimensions of the property? How many acres are we talking about?
You could either get 17. This sounds outrageous if you live in Manhattan, but in upstate New York, it's actually not so crazy to have 17 acres.
Yeah.
17 acres or 24 acres.
24 acres.
And it had this 40-foot waterfall at the end of it.
Whoa. So you have a creek or a stream or a river running through your property?
You do.
Which one is it? A creek or a stream?
It's a kill.
A kill? I don't know. That's some
That's one of those. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah.
But you have water moving through your property.
You do.
Now, are there fish in the water?
I think so.
And a 40-foot waterfall?
Yes.
I'm telling you, you're dumb. Let's call the guy now and get it.
No house, though.
You don't need a house. Come on, let's tie this up.
Okay.
Honest to God, I'm serious about this. Now, are there homes around you?
Yeah, there's one house I really don't like around me. But with a lovely woman in it, actually.
But here's what I do whenever I buy a property. I just let the neighbors know, play ball or I will crush you. And it's worked for me, honestly.
Do you know what I actually want to do, though? What? I actually want to not look at the houses that are actually for sale, but the ones that are not for sale that I just want. You know, like I kind of feel like, what if you just go and you say, are you done here? You know?
Well, no, you can't say that. You can't go up and say, pardon me, are you about finished?
If someone said that to me about my apartment, I would say yes, and you can have it.
You're going to get another call now from that guy. But I mean, seriously, are you close to buying this? Because I'm telling you, without seeing it, with the water and everything, it's got to be tremendous, tremendous value.
There are some amazing. There's a couple that I'm kind of close to.
Good for you. Well, I hope you do it. And in addition to that sort of thing, what other kind of things are you doing this summer? Are you working this summer?
I just finished working.
What were you doing?
I did this movie called Stranger Than Fiction. With Will Ferrell and Emma Thompson and Dustin Hoffman and Queen Latifah.
Well, how about that for a cast? My God, that's enormous. That's tremendous.
Yeah.
Where did you shoot the film?
In Chicago.
Chicago's a great town.
And I played Chicago. Chicago really was great. I I wasn't sure at first.
What, you're going to get calls from Chicago. What do you mean? Chicago's always been a great town.
I have to say, I was really won over.
Yeah.
At first, I thought, like, why is everybody talking to me on the street? You know, like Midwest kind of. They don't do that here.
No, they're not paranoid. They're not psycho. They're just nice.
Yeah. Then I came to like it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful town.
Yeah.
And Will Ferrell, he's very funny, isn't he?
He was. Yeah. Yeah. He plays an IRS agent. And I play, well, he calls me an anarchist baker. I play a radical baker.
Radical baker.
He said, but I don't think I'm really an anarchist. He says at one point, he says, are you a member of an anarchist group? As he's auditing me, and I say, anarchists have a group?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of, I'm not sure that I'm necessarily, but sort of, you know, so, and yeah, he audits me. That's our relationship.
And it's a funny kind of a mix-up kind of a movie, kind of things are mixed up and it's funny?
It's, I would give it a little more credit than that.
Well, no, I mean, I thought that was high praise, but that's, I mean, he's confused and and then you fall in love.
We do.
There you go. Well, that's nice. And Dustin Hoffman, that must have been fun to work with Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, I didn't actually get to act with him at all, or Emma Thompson. But
he was Rain Man, you know, Dustin Hoffman.
I do. I do.
All right. We'll be right back here with Maggie Gyllenhaal. Boy, what county is this property? I'd like to go with you looking at real estate. That would be fun. Maybe we could get a place up there.
Together?
Yeah, develop it or something, put in a water slide. Tell me about the trip. Have you been to Nepal? You're getting ready to go, or you're going? Which one?
I'm going.
You're going?
Yeah.
Wow. Now that's literally the other side of the world, isn't it?
And it's incredibly difficult to figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
I spent half the time I was shooting that movie on the phone trying to figure out how to get there. But one of my two best girlfriends lives half the time in Tibet and Nepal. She speaks Tibetan, and she said, you really need to come.
How long do you think you'll be there?
I think about 3 weeks.
And how long is the trip? The trip has got to be like 3 days, really, to get there?
Yeah, I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to fly from New York to Delhi, Delhi to Kathmandu, and Kathmandu to Lhasa in Tibet.
Wow, that's terribly exotic, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you know about Kathmandu?
To be honest, I know almost nothing.
Yeah.
And usually when I travel, I'll read a novel or something that comes from that place. I'll do some research. But I think I'm just kind of free falling into this, you know, because my friend really is an expert, you know, and so I think I'm going to just trust her.
Well, it sounds like quite an adventure for you.
Goes,
Let's talk about the film Happy Endings. Now, this is you and Tom Arnold. Now, and what was he like? Was he okay in the film? Was he okay all? Because he can potentially, I think people think he could be trouble. You know, has some baggage that he comes with. And
you know, you're all laughing, but Tom Arnold is like the loveliest, gentlest, sweetest guy. I'm telling you. I mean, he was like thoughtful and really wonderful to act with.
He's also very, very funny. He's quite a funny fellow.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And he's a good actor? He can act?
You know, he is a fabulous actor. He was, from the second I first started, you know, doing a scene with him, totally alive. Because
I know something about this movie. There's a scene where the two of you are in bed.
Yeah.
And that would be hard for even the best actors, I would, you know, to do. Let alone a guy like Tom Arnold. I would think he would be nervous or self-conscious. Was he nervous and self-conscious?
You know, to be honest, he was.
Yeah.
But it was exactly what the person he was playing in the movie felt, you know? And I was a little nervous too, and also not, and that was great for the scene too, I think.
All right, let's take a look at a scene. Do you know what this is?
I think it's a scene, it's the first time I really have a conversation with him, and I have a little bit of an agenda in the scene.
He falls in love with you, and you're like you say, you have an agenda. You're kind of working things, is that right?
I have previously slept with his son.
Oh, my. Oh, all right, well, we're selling tickets now. Here it is, Happy Endings. Take a look.
You don't know your son very well, do you?
Well, I don't think you should leave. I insist you stay. I'm going to talk to Otis, because there's no way to treat somebody you care about.
I wish he was more like you.
Well, he's young, and maybe I could have done a better job. But I was a kid when I had him, practically.
Do you know what? You remind me of the first boy I dated.
Hardly a boy.
Now you're lying.
There you go. See what I mean? Pleasure to see you again. Good luck with the property.
Thank you.
Maggie Gyllenhaal, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with Jimmy Walker.